Alright, we're live, guys. Terry, do your thing.
Alright, everyone. Welcome to the show. What is this, like the third one now?
Fourth.
I can't keep track of time anymore. So we're just here again, as usual, building, answering the questions. So leave them in the chat, etc. I'll go around and bug people as usual. Let's see.
You have your what's called up, right? Your YouTube link up and watching the comments.
I'm pulling it up right now. Are you getting back to your diorama, Clem, or are you redoing it?
No, I'm getting back to work on it.
Nah. Let's see.
Well, better late than never.
When I finish it, we'll be up.
You could get completely sidetracked like me and...
You have to now that I finished mine, so...
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
True. Yes. So I uploaded those photos, but I don't know if you saw them.
Cool.
I think I did it right.
I'll take a look later on. I didn't have time for it.
YouTube's being so helpful. There he goes.
Why, what happened to YouTube?
Yeah, it was just a pain to get to.
You guys hearing audio repeat?
There we go. Have to stop watching Game of Thrones now.
I'm hearing an audio repeat.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm hearing an audio repeat. Echo.
Did you make sure?
Do you have the YouTube playing, or?
I muted it. I have it on the screen, but it's muted.
I don't hear an echo, so sounds like a personal problem.
Could be me then.
It smells like a duck.
All right, Mike. Now that you're done with that kit, what are you doing?
Oh, done with my diorama?
Yeah, you're done.
I am building a master grade MSA 0011 XS Gundam with a patchwork version. So, 0011, the XS.
Oh, I'm like thinking of a year. I'm like, nothing happened in 0011 in the UC Century. What the hell are you making?
Model number, dude. Anyway, so this is just an example. This is the leg section here. You can see some of the resin pieces that are in place of the original ones from the kit. So more of a cosmetic upgrade rather than the full-on conversion. But
What kit does it use as a skeleton?
The XS.
Oh.
Master grade XS.
You're still able to find that thing, or you had it sitting around?
Well, I've had it for on my shelf. This is the box for the conversion kit, but I've had it for a couple of years now, and I thought it's taking up so much room. It's time to get rid of it.
I think that's the longest box for a master grade. I think it's even longer than like the new.
There was enough room in this box for 3 stacks of runners.
I'm using the new to hold
So big.
ready sanded kits already. Just have them sit in there.
Here's the box art for the...
Dude, that didn't even take up the whole thing, did it?
That's just the way it looks in the box. Don't let it convert it. Upgrade to it. Comes with these... show you something here. Put these together.
Oh, I gotta wait. No, never mind. The O is the biggest box. It has a damn carrying case.
These are the... oh, shit. Just peaks here. These are the shoulder pieces, so they're quite a bit nicer looking than the ones that come with the normal master kit.
They look like claw hands, like crab hands.
You know, what you have here, there's a lot of detail underneath, and then this piece goes over the top, so you have some of that exposed detail in the center, and then a nice... It almost looks like something that would open and close, but they're fixed in the open position.
How heavy is the resin?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I think the shoulders are probably the heaviest part of this. The gun, it's quite a bit bigger with this version. Basically, the whole center section of the gun is redone. The fuel tanks are redone. The head, however, I don't think I'm going to use from the conversion because the head is a solid piece of resin, and I like to put my kits, as you know, so I want to light them up. I'm not going to be able to use that, so I'll use the one that came in the box. Besides, it's a little bit lower. I think it'll look nice. Change up the paint scheme a bit. I think I'm going to go with similar to what they're using on the the photo here from G System, where the feet are blue and there's very little red on it at all, rather than having orange and red. I think I'm going to go with that similar color scheme.
Someone on the chat said that there was an echo, so hopefully I fixed it. I swapped out from the multi-cam. I think that was causing problems. Maybe.
I still hear it when I talk. Maybe it's on my end.
No, it's bouncing on Clem's. I can see the audio bounce.
Good luck, Nick. Okay.
All right, Angel. Is that kit almost done yet, or what am I looking at?
Yeah, so I still got
I can hear you.
I'm just
Wow, that's really bad.
We're getting some space noises.
the hell is that?
I'm not sure who that is.
I just muted them up to go away, so not on my end.
Yeah, I muted myself and I still hit a problem, so.
It sounds like it's mine. Really? I see the audio.
No, I'm going around and muting people. I just muted George.
Was it George?
It's George.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
That was probably the echo too. Well, your cam was giving a bit of an audio bounce though, so. The fun part of flipping a master grade.
Leave it to Google.
Yeah, the echo is still there.
Is it still there?
Yeah, because I can hear myself.
It's not that bad.
Maybe it's Jerry.
Someone in the chat is.
Yeah, it's you know, if they're watching it and it's echoing on the chat, it's not a good thing. So we should fix this now. Still echoing?
It doesn't echo when you talk.
How about when I talk?
Try it again.
How about when I talk?
No.
It was the Pollock.
Yeah, it's not. It's not me. I'm not seeing a audio bounce either.
How about me?
No. It's Clem. It's yours. I keep seeing the little audio bounce.
Okay, so let me do something.
I'm throw myself into the chat and teach us how to use Google Hangouts.
Okay, how about now?
Test.
Sounds good.
No, I just heard myself.
Mine?
I can hear you echo.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I just want to.
Jim's on now.
Hey guys.
What's up,
Hey, Jim.
Jim, what the? That's not the same thing you were working on.
Yeah, I'm working on an SD kit this week.
I'm not sure what it is, Clem, but something's bouncing all our audio, and
Maybe
Maybe it's me. Hold on, let me put my headphones on.
no, Jim, it was before you were here.
yeah, it was before you were here, Jim. So I just muted Matt. How'd that work?
I can still hear me again. It's bouncing on yours.
Bouncing on me. All right.
I see the little green dots start going up when I talk. Test. Test, test. Mike.
Yeah.
Stop doing anything for a second. Let me test something.
I don't hear the echo right now.
I am testing. Alright, no bounce as of right now. So we've ruled out Jim and me. And Angel's muted. Alright, let me try something.
Yeah, I just put my headphones on, so I don't think I'm giving any feedback or anything. All right, Colin?
No, you got nothing.
Can you hear me okay?
Who was that?
It's Angel.
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine. There's no bounce on you either, so you're clear.
Alright.
So process elimination, 3 of us are clear.
Are you still getting the echo?
No,
I mean, I guess I was already muted.
you're clear too, George. It's not you.
I just unmuted my mic.
Test. It's not you, Mike.
Okay.
Though sometimes yours makes a weird noise. It's not an echo bounce.
How about me?
Test. Nope, you're clear.
Awesome.
It's isolated to Clem's cams.
Host.
Did he just put new ones on today too?
Yeah, he's trying something new.
The host with the most.
Here we go.
All right, George. Since the first time we got your cam working on yours, and it's working out pretty well. Working on a Zaku. What are we working on right now?
Yep, working on the Origin Zaku.
Did that just come out, or am I thinking another kit that's coming out soon? It's Origin.
I don't know when exactly it came out, but yeah, it's very, very recent.
Master grade, high grade?
Oh, high grade.
Okay.
So let's see. So far, I replaced the thruster in the bottom of the foot. And
That's a separate. Wait. Okay. Oh yeah, that is a separate piece because the foot bends at that joint, right? Yeah. There it goes.
Yeah, in the original kit, it's connected to the front of the foot.
Oh, so it's a part of that.
So I changed it so it's connected to the inside of the foot, which is a little weird because then the foot bends and the thruster's pointing at the back side of the foot. Whatever.
Yeah, that'll just that'll work. It's fine. They can't land with it.
Filled in this because it actually didn't need that cutout, like at all.
It doesn't bend that far, does it?
It actually does.
Oh.
It does like 135.
Oh, but that clearance isn't there for any particular reason. I'm seeing it bent. It. I like it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I mean,
it doesn't
I don't
need
think
that
you're gonna
clearance.
pose it that way.
Doesn't need that clearance for the bend at all. But yeah, I think the knee joint is kind of ridiculous looking when you bend it all the way out because it's got all this bulk that comes out of the inside of the leg. I'm not too crazy about that, but it's a neat kit otherwise.
I love it when it's wrong.
What'd you say?
Oh, I'm dealing with conversion kit woes right now.
It doesn't snap on like a piece of plastic?
You have a part that doesn't fit like it's supposed to.
It never happens.
Apart from that, I'm still working on the machine and Krieger here. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no worries.
Still on, so I thought I'd... Yeah. Finished...
You're not interrupting. It's all good.
Yeah. Finished resculpting the joint covers,
That's it.
and it's pretty much ready for painting, I think. I need to do something about the leg cables. It originally had plastic things that would plug in there. I'm probably going to replace them with springs with a wire core.
That's really too big. Pardon.
All right. I'm sorry, MVM. I didn't catch your name originally, or somebody said it and I'm not paying attention.
Oh, Matt.
All right, Matt. What are we working on right now?
This is a 1/100th Kshatriya resin kit. The very original version of this is from Neograde. From there, SMS recasted it. And from there, I believe correct me if I'm wrong, the company that did this version is called MRSA. They took the SMS version and they changed some proportions on it, added a bunch of details, made the binders. Here, let me get the binders. Made it so the binders just can open up and stuff, exposing some more details. For the most part, it's a pretty good kit. I've built the SMS version, so I'm very familiar with this kit already, without the modifications. So what they did is, let me know the camera. So in the SMS version, none of this detail is right here. That's just blank because it doesn't open up. And then they added a bunch of stuff on the side here that the SMS and the Neograde kit does not have. And same with the top here. So basically, I don't have it pinned yet. This will fit in like this. This part pegs in the back.
Have a hatch that opens?
Say that again?
Does it have a hatch that opens?
Yeah, so basically this is what it looks like before you put any of the hatches on. So, and then it's got two hatches that come off the side. Again, it's not pinned, so I can't really do it justice. So
Looks like a weird motorcycle or like a shield or something.
So there's two that open up on the side, and then this guy right here opens up also. So it gets hinged right here. So it kind of does this number. You can see my hands are on the way.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of the binder part's actually really cool. What they did with it, it gives you a lot of opportunities for going kind of crazy with metallics and stuff inside of here and in here. What I don't like what they did to this kit is they removed all the joints. So they give you third-party joints that you have to install, which are kind of pointless for this kit anyway. It's not posable. I mean, even with the third-party joints, it's just too heavy. When I built the SMS kit, I had to get the hips and the legs and the feet all lined up just right, so that if I had the binder sticking out, it would still stand, still as a balancing act. You'll have to do the same thing with, well, I take that back. They have this set up so that the binders don't move. So another thing they did is they took this piece right here and they made it a solid piece. On the SMS version, this part right here, the left, would be able to swing back and forth, and the binder could go open or closed. This, they're kind of stuck at kind of like a 45, kind of half open, half closed position. But I guess it's an okay thing. I mean, not that I go upstairs and play with my Kshatriya and open the binders and close the binders and do
One
stuff.
close and leave it.
I play with it in the bathtub. It's fun.
You can play with your action figures?
Yeah, I play G.I. Joes with them. But,
Someone in the chat asked, what's the best adhesive to fix a broken resin piece?
it depends. If it's a weight-bearing piece, it needs to be epoxy and probably a pin. If it's just a decorative piece and it doesn't bear any weight, CA. and I use medium CA and zip kicker. So as long as the piece is clean and doesn't have any mold release on it.
Medium CA Zapagap. Boom.
Yeah, I just use whatever. I don't even use the Zapagap. I use whatever my hobby store has. You know, every hobby store has their own brand of CA. It's the same shit, just in different different label on it. So I use medium CA and I use zip kicker, and that will hold it together really well. As long as it's not weight bearing. You want something. If it's weight bearing, you want something that's gonna have a little give to it. CA is very brittle. So if there's any stress put on a CA joint, it'll crack right away. Epoxy, even though it's cured, it's kind of got a little flexibility to it. So any of the major joints or anything like that, I always use epoxy. Anything that's going to bear weight. If it's decorative, I use CA.
I'd like to take
or for repairs too. For that matter, for repairs. Like if let's say this piece right here. You know, I'm not going to do it snapped in half. I would just put some CA down the center. I'd zip kick it. I'd sand it, and I'd fill any imperfections with either some talc and super glue, or a little bit of putty, and sand it smooth. So, which happens a lot of times. These kits, you'll get them in the mail, and like especially pieces like this, they'll be snapped in half. On my 1/72 DO, I have the big honkin' tail skirt, which is like basically it's like this huge, like the size of a dinner plate. It's broken in 2 pieces, and that's just from shipping. So it's gonna have a pretty significant fixed repair on it when I get to it someday. Kind of the nature of the beast. When you work with resin, sometimes it shows up and some things get damaged. So.
Yep. I got a resin thing I was working on, and it had a sail on it because it's pretty much like a skimmer boat kind of thing, Star Wars-ish. And the sail was so bent, I'm like, I hate resin right now. Like, I'm gonna have to sit there with the hot water and cold water, and it's not something I want to do.
Yeah, I've been using a hair dryer a lot more often than the boiling water. I know someone was asking me about my SAS, my 160th SAS, when I was at Wonderfest, and if I had any fitting issues. I said, well, the only thing that I had a problem was the V-pins were bent. So I, got the boiling water out and stuff. I put them in the boiling water, and they literally melted off.
See you later, V-pins.
I heard them disintegrate in the water as it touched the water. Like, oh crap! So I had to make some new ones.
Game's over.
Yeah, I had to make some new ones in there. They're not as long as the original, but they work.
Yeah.
So now I use a hairdryer mostly. It seems to work even on thicker pieces. It just takes longer to heat up, but it's not such a drastic temperature change. It's not so fast, so chances of doing damage are a lot slimmer.
All right. I want to take this moment to praise a specific kit. I've been working on 5 of these little guys. They're like literally $10, $10 to $11. It's the High Mock from the Build series. I'm actually using my camera for once, but pretty much they're like 2 rungs. Oh, it's not on?
Oh, well, your camera's on, but you're not presenting right now.
There.
Yeah,
Now it is.
There you
go. No, they didn't want to see my kits. I was like, no, get out of here. Yeah, so pretty much these kits are pretty amazing. They're literally 2 sprues. No, there's 3 sprues in the box. It's like $9 to $11 for a high grade. There's little to no seams on these things. You can do a lot of stuff with them. They can add all those little attachment bases. I'm only going to give them weapons and scribe on them, but yeah, I kind of love this kit because cheap, quick. It doesn't look like crap, and you can do a lot with it. Yeah, and that's only been 1 week. I started working on these after the Robot Toy Fest, where I just got that stupid idea that I want to start. So yeah, fun times. But I need to finish 1 more guy, and then it's scribing step, which I've never done, so I'm sure I'm going to fuck it up.
Practice on an extra piece.
I'm not. There's no extra piece I'm going to practice on.
Well, it includes like an alternate head or something, doesn't it?
No, they just have little dome heads, and it's not that you can just there's just a lot of empty scribe on it. I have Zaku where they gave me an extra head. I might work on that. It's funny when I unplug or replug my camera, the thing's like, here, have the audio of the YouTube back. So for about 5 seconds, I have an echo. Let's see. All right, Jim, why are you working on the SD Titan RX 78?
Okay. I'm kind of experimenting actually. I have two kits on the table. I have this guy's the SD Mark II Titan's colors, and I got also this guy, which is the high grade version, and I'm kind of mashing them together.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
take
know,
that giant head and put it on the master grade or something?
kinda. So, because the SD by itself, if you look at it, it's very squishy, I guess, or it's
Yeah,
very
they have no bends. Most of the old SDs have no joints, so they're just what they are.
yeah, and they're very. So I'm kind of making them look not so like still SD, but not so stubby, you know. So I kind of want to use the torso. The head will be always the same, the same giant head. But I want to use the torso of the high grade, and the backpack on the SD is actually better than the one on the high grade. It looks better, so I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna. This is the backpack on the SD, but I'm gonna add some detail. I'm gonna borrow some parts from the high grade to make it look a little better. The legs on the high grade are gonna replace these. So
It'll be too big. Why don't you just put the legs on the SD to make it extra comedy? Long legs, no torso.
long legs, no torso. So it's gonna be kind of like this, more or less, something like that. So let's see if I can focus. There you go. So this is the leg of the high grade, and this is the leg of the SD. So it's bigger, but it's more detailed. But I want to add.
You gonna give him a knee at least?
Yes, that's what I want to do. Because these guys don't have any knees or anything.
No, they don't. It's foot to butt with SD
Yeah.
kits.
So,
Only some of the newer ones have like a small leg.
So yeah, the newer ones have a little bit of a kind of like a thigh, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to take the thigh of the high grade and put it on the SD, but this thigh is too long.
Yeah.
So I might wind up just chopping it and making it really short. Keeping the poly cup and the.
So
and
pretty
this,
much cutting the middle out and putting the two together.
Yeah, kind of. So I gotta perform like the legs are gonna take some major surgery to kind of put these together. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just kind of experimenting. Just what the hell? Both kits cost me like $20, so I just say I'm gonna just
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the advantage. If I mess up, well, whatever.
That's why I was like, I like my Himox. It's like it was $10. Who cares?
Yeah, I know.
A lot of detail for 10. These friggin' things, it'll tell you if you want to replace their hands, they have to use 1/100 hands. This is a 144 kit that needs to use 1/100 hands. Because they have big old catcher mitt kind of hands.
Yeah. So it's fun to experiment and mod and just play around with it, especially if it's a inexpensive kit and no worries, right?
Yeah, it's not like working on a master grade DO and screwing that up and realizing what you just did.
Yeah.
I'm good. Clem was asking to bring up the issue of enamel thinners and lighter fluid causing brittle plastic. Has any of you guys had that issue? I've never had to use enamel thinner. I've never used it.
I have. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I have somewhat. There's this product like every now and then I trot out this story because it was just like a major horror story for me. There's this product called Easy Liftoff. It's a paint stripper product for model kits, and I think it's pretty much just enamel thinner. But I used it on a high-grade Zaku that I was working on years and years ago. It was like I was pulling out all the stops on this build, trying to make it perfect. And I had done a rush paint job on it at one point, and I wanted to strip that off and try again. Put too much ELO on it and let it sit, and anywhere the plastic was under stress, it cracked.
Jesus. So any like load bearing kind of thing, like weight was on it, or?
Think about snap fit pegs, right? The reason they work is because the outer ring is holding tension on the inner peg.
Oh God!
Same with
the ball joints.
polycap joints. Yeah, same with polycap joints. Anywhere you have a polycap that's trapped by those two cylindrical cuffs on the sides, those cylindrical cuffs are under tension. So basically, all of that stuff on that kit cracked and fell apart.
Jeez.
Because what happens is like the enamel thinner weakens the plastic a little bit, and in the process of weakening, it develops tiny little cracks, and then the enamel thinner can get into those little cracks and weaken some more plastic, and that's why it just sort of falls apart. And I think this is not like... I think the reason products like ELO can exist is because a lot of genres of modeling don't have all these parts under tension. The aircraft kits, there's not as many, and tanks too, there's not as many like snap fit joints or polycaps or things like that, but they're everywhere in Gundam.
I used an enamel wash on all 3 of my real grade kits for that diorama using Zippo lighter fluid.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Okay. I was looking for Roncinol. I went to the smoke shop. They didn't have it. They had this. I decided to try it. It worked fine. I did experience some brittle plastic. Although, the question came up was, if it's allowed to sit long enough to completely evaporate, does the plastic remain brittle? Now, this was a test piece because I had never done enamel washes like that, filter wash up until this point. So I used an old piece from my original master grade Sazabi, I didn't use anymore. And this has been sitting here for quite some time, and it is not brittle at all. I can actually flex it, bend it, and it doesn't want to break. Now, that may just be because it's a little bit thicker. I don't know. But I did notice there were some parts on my real grade kits that broke very easily after using that enamel wash.
I've only had brittle plastic with Tamiya acrylic thinner. That's the only time I've ever had brittle plastic.
As for whether the parts get brittle or not, or whether they stay brittle, I think that probably it's like they either get brittle enough to break, or they don't really get weakened that much.
I think it might depend on how much you use. If you're really heavy on the wash and you're using a lot of fluid,
too, obviously.
Yeah, there's a chance that it's going to seep into areas and really get behind stuff you can't see, and then become brittle from underneath, basically.
And it also seems to be, it's all up to the kit, really. Because I've had a kit where I've left it in thinner, of any kind, and I left it there and just ignored it, came back to it, days later, it's fine. But I've seen, I actually saw the Infinite Justice Clem had where he barely used purple on it, and the damn bit just pretty much exploded.
Well, that was because it was ABS, and I painted some really hot lacquers on it.
Oh, so that might explain it. But I've just never. It just seems to be with the kits. Maybe the material's changing on some, because some I've never seen. When I did line kits or have enamel anything near them, I've never seen an issue come up. But
I have some old kits that when I wanted to ask Mike this for his test piece, piece, did he clear coat it or anything, or is this straight on the plastic? Did he paint it first, or?
I painted it. I painted it just a plain, you know, a background, some kind of a green color, because it was a red plastic piece. You can see from the inside. And I just painted it. This is one of the, I guess this is like the front of the foot skirt on the original Master Grade Sazabi. But I just painted it like a basic green, something that I was using on my real grade Zaku's. I didn't clear coat it. I don't think. Actually, no, I did. I did clear coat it first, and then I did the wash over that.
So that might be the clear coat might be a protective layer over the plastic.
Well,
So it's not this limited touch. It's limited to how far the enamel went to touch the plastic.
yeah, that's true, because I mean I did clear coat the Zaku's as well, but you know it's still, there were still some parts that became brittle, and it was like I think it was it George?
Yeah.
Was talking about, you know, that it seeping into areas under tension. Most of the time where I saw it break was like on the gun, where the swivel is for the scope. Little thin collars that go around another
Correct.
piece.
Yeah,
And
that's what I had.
as soon as it went to move, it just popped, and so I had to
That's where
reglue.
I had my problem as well.
So
Hey Clem,
Yeah.
when you said earlier about you painting your kit with hot lacquers, what do you mean? You mean hardware store paints? What do you mean?
No, finishers.
Finishers.
I didn't prime it. I painted with finishers, and apparently finishers is pretty hot lacquers, which it is. It's finishers is actually hotter than Mr. Color stuff, which is why it grabs
see.
on the plastic so well. But what I found was that the ABS, it just ate away the ABS.
Gotcha.
that must have been awesome to see. As bad as it was. I can just imagine Clem, the look on his face, just watching this part.
It was pretty much, from what I could recall, it was pretty much, all right, let's put this back together. What the F? Like,
Pretty epic.
and that doesn't, that's like when you find out you snipped what is it, one of the joints too close, like the AI, like those little pieces, the rubber piece, I forgot what they're called, polycaps. When you end up cutting the side nubs too much, you're like, well, I have a problem. Or they got that extra mold on them, so you're like, oh, I gotta get this off, and then you really F it up.
And then you go searching through all your extra polycaps, see if you got them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
no one
right.
has an echo with. I turned my mic back on, so no one has the
No,
echo.
there is no echo.
We're good.
Good, and we can blame the user then.
There's only Earth to Echo, whenever that came out. Alright, see, everyone's building, and then I feel like, I'm not doing crap, but, I'm not set up to do it, so whatever. Well, except Tim. Tim's not doing anything. I'm sitting there, here, let's put Tim up. Let's look at his Johnny 5 robot legs. Oh, thanks, Tim. You're the best. They don't look like
Hey.
Johnny 5 anymore now. They actually look like a solid Voltron piece on their own.
I'm actually working. You just can't see it because of the damn title bar.
You gotta get your
Stop,
name out
stop
there.
self-promoting and remove the title bar.
Who put that thing up anyway?
We are all whores for our own devices.
Z's so lazy in the chat. Actually, I'm working on that Zaku Sniper Yonam Kirk's kit. I just stopped because, I all of a sudden needed to build 5 Hymocks and decided to actually switch to that project first to see if I get that done. So, it's a pretty good kit. There's not many seams on that Sniper. Desert weathering. I've never tried that. I've tried dirty weathering. Any of you guys messed around with, like, desert diorama with any of that?
Was that a question that came through?
No, it was just a comment. Someone was saying they were going to do a desert weathering on their Zaku Sniper, and I can't really picture that. I've only done basic weathering.
I've done a lot of like Zaku desert stuff. I've done F2, and just using pastels would work.
Yeah, the kits.
Like some of this stuff, the little pastel weathering kits from Mia, or even just raid your parents' mom's makeup.
Yeah, it's pretty much they're pretty much little eyeshadow kits.
Yeah, or even like Puff pastels, which. Give me a second, I'll bring up what...
You heard it first here, fans. Go out and get some of that Kat Von D stuff and spruce up your Gundams.
I used all that stuff on that diorama. I used pigments, Tamiya weathering, kits, everything.
Yeah, if you get like an earth tone pastel set, you just you use a Q-tip or even run a knife across this to loosen up the pastels into a paint dish such as this, and then take a brush and apply it onto a flat coated surface, and you can get all sorts of desert-esque weathering techniques, sand, dirt, dust, and then I would recommend sealing it, because if you're touching your kit, you'll peel the pastels will go onto your fingers, and then if you seal it, the pastels are on there. But when you do seal it, it diminishes the effect of the pastels. So you might have to over pastel it and then seal it, and then it might look decent. But
Clem is saying find the middle ground. Don't put too little. Don't dunk it in pastel dust.
Yeah, I'm a sitting mother effer.
Pretty much. I'm sure there's a Gundam builder out there that had art class. You probably have pastels left over from art class. Use them for that. Or if you didn't throw them away already. I know I had a bunch of charcoal and stuff.
I'm pretty sure makeup kits are the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
They're probably more expensive.
You can probably get the cheapo, I can't think of anything witty to say. Makeup kits that cost less than the Tamiya pastel, like applying things, so. When it comes to Tamiya stuff, it's like, can I get it or not in the U.S.? Or is it even available?
You can get the weathering kits at
Michael's?
Hobby Town.
Hobby Lobby has them.
Oh, Hobby Lobby has them too? Cool.
Yes. Arnie's Trains that we just went to, they also have them.
There you go.
Let's talk about locations. Viewers have no idea what we're talking about unless they're in our respective states.
Right.
Hey guys, let's go to the In-N-Out.
Henry asked a question about the best thinner to use with pastels. I know MIG, the MIG, their pastels, they use a lot of lighter fluid or enamel thinner for their pastels, because it works as an oil and it works well with the washes. I generally don't use a thinner with it. I just use it dry.
Yeah, I had to laugh too, Mike. I had to laugh really bad.
Don't spit on the tip.
It's dry.
Dry.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah.
You guys are disgusting. We're gonna scare away, the female GunPla builders that are
All zero of them.
All zero of them. Thank you.
They exist. They exist.
They exist.
I know they do, but the percentage is really low based on, how many guys do that. So, it's good to assume.
We're gonna scare off Prime 92.
Alright, we're not gonna make fun of people.
Mike, I thought you were working on the EXS. Why is there an SD on your table?
Well, we were bringing up SDs, so I pulled my soldering down.
Change subjects.
I might actually paint this guy someday. Built this at one of the build gatherings. I just never painted him yet. So because you were talking about joints and stuff, so I was trying to look to see if this one has.
Does he have little leggies?
Well, he's got an ankle joint and a hip joint, which isn't bad.
That's
nice.
more than most.
Yeah, but this is a Bandai one, so that gives you a little bit. But I'll probably put a light in his head too, maybe.
I'm actually kind of sad when it comes to build gatherings. certain gatherings where people are more, happy. I don't seem to see ruined kits later, like, oh, I really screwed this one up when I had too much to drink. I don't see that. I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I remember when I was painting miniatures still, my best, like, hand painting was when I was, like, 7 shots. I was like, oh, I'm focused. And I looked at it the next day, I'm like, how did I do this?
When did I do this, right?
Yeah, exactly. What time is this?
Well, I think maybe you need to drink more then.
Nah.
Rings and test that theory.
I'm gonna have to steal Angel's scribing tools soon and start scribing the patterns on these high mocks. I think I should be sober for that.
No.
You don't want straight lines?
You really don't need to sober to do that.
Oh yeah, okay, sure. I don't gotta be sober. You guys are secretly wanting me to go funnel more money to Robot for Less to buy more high mocks. When I bought it, they're like, "You're buying a lot of high mocks." Yep. Secret project. Leave it at that. Gonna go play Rock'em Sock'em Robots with him or something.
It's not really a secret project. We already know what it is.
Well, you know what it is, but like, I'm gonna tell them. I probably won't even get it done by the show, which I really want to. So I don't know. I'll figure that one out.
I know
we have bets going whether you'll finish it or not.
Which one? That kit or the other kit I stopped working on?
It's a bet. It's just a kit.
Oh, that sucks. I can finish a kit. That's not a bad bet. It's just not gonna look great.
It's like betting if George will finish a kit by the time the show comes.
George will just bring another kit he had that's done. We've never seen it in the States, so you know what? It's new!
I'm surprised you smartasses didn't mention the hummingbird in that bet.
No, because you know what? It's a losing bet.
Alright,
See how I set that one up?
I got you.
No, Tim has a deadline. He has to finish by a certain day, don't you?
Yeah.
He had that deadline last year too, so
The year before that.
we'll see how
Maybe
that works out.
Maybe by the 6th annual show, it'll be half done. But Tim, don't mind me. I say this is a guy that only finished 2 kits in the 5 years that the show's been going on. So yeah, I'm awful.
Well, we have a guy at the build gathering. He started a kit before his kid was born. He finally finished it. His kid's 7.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's funny.
And it turned out to be a really amazing kit, so it was kind of worth the wait, in my opinion.
There you go.
The guy's a good builder.
Just
Very meticulous and very interesting way of.
I say, we better not find any seam lines on that at all. For 7 years, it better be perfect.
I think it was perfect. You saw it.
I did.
Was it last year or the year before, Clem? It was last year, right?
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about his diorama.
No, not a diorama.
Oh, no. Different guy.
Hey, you seem to be praising a lot that high mock kit or those high mock kits.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome and cheap.
Yeah, and what I find funny is that isn't that kit in the series supposed to be like the cheap knockoff, like that quality?
No, it's just the training dummy.
Oh, it's a training dummy.
They're literally like training dummies. As far as I know, I don't watch the show, but that's the way the instruction kind of tells it to me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the knockoff version.
Big echo coming back.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
It's not me.
Test. I can't tell where it's coming from.
No.
Someone just dropped off.
It's Angel. And it stopped. No, wait.
I blame him.
Nikki's secretly sabotaging.
Alright,
Yes.
first off, I'll go on record, that would take some effort. She's not going to do that just to sabotage.
Still there. The echo.
The mock was the bootleg. The high mock is the training dummy. I have no idea what the mock is. I don't even watch the show.
They're basically the same thing.
Okay.
The mock just appeared at the end of the first season, and then in the second season they introduced it as the high mock and painted it green.
There you go.
Is it 3 times faster? No, it's green.
It's green. 3 times more explosive. When I looked at Angel's screen, it literally looked like he had a blowtorch ready. Look at that friggin' blowtorch. I just don't understand the Nightingale. Like, what's the point of these giant shoulders, bulky ass?
Okay, we gotta deal with this echo.
Back to the tip.
It might be me. Let me see if I could mute myself again and see if it goes away.
Tink. Test.
I don't hear it.
It's always Clem.
Way to go, Clem.
Way to drop the ball, Clem. You're now enjoying a calm talk, watching Clem and Ing build a kit. And he can't talk. Thank you. May I have another, sir? Yay!
Get a bird.
Yeah, I got double birds. Hey, Mike, I started using the regular cement. I guess it's not Tamiya, the yellow bottle one. That stuff's pretty strong. I've used the light the whole time I've built, but that stuff dries quick.
I've only ever used this. I mean, before I used this, I was using just regular old Testors liquid.
Oh, that
Testers in
one
a
in the
tube?
tube?
Well, you know, it has a little metal. It's pretty
The
thin.
little spigot.
Yeah. I'll show you. I got them up here, and I don't even use them anymore. Where I put them?
A lot of the old school classic, the classic building military modelers swear by that testers too.
Oh, it works. I mean, it works great. One of these. Here it is. One of these.
Hey, give me a second, Mike. You're not on cam.
No worries.
Boop. Now you are.
Him with his fancy ultrasonic cutter.
Yeah, that's what I was focusing on. That Jim brought out his fancy
$500
knife.
X-Acto blade.
Oh, this guy. I need to cut this piece.
So I got to get out my space saw.
No, actually, I started using this, which is a Tamiya saw.
Well, yeah,
But these things are kind of flimsy.
yeah, they're not meant to be. Well,
Well,
at least
it's
they pull out an actual hacksaw or something.
So I decided to pull out the big guns.
Ooh.
Make sure to put on your safety goggles because
I
sparks
tell
are
you
gonna
what,
fly.
man, there was a guy at Wonderfest demoing that, and it cut straight through a chicken bone like it was butter.
Yeah, this thing is really dangerous. You gotta be
You gotta
careful.
be careful. Like you're not looking away and you hit your finger because you'll lose a finger in a heartbeat.
All right, I feel like we'll have to shut up while Jim does this because I don't feel like watching a finger come
I'm
off.
gonna get hurt.
Luke Skywalker pulled out his lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, as funny as it would be for about 5 seconds, it wouldn't be funny after 5 seconds.
Let me see if I can zoom in better, let me see if I can place the camera better, so you can kind of see how this thing cuts.
For only, what was
Yeah.
it? For only $299.99, you too can cut Gundam pieces in like 1 second flat, and also maybe your finger right off. Jump on the offer now, and we'll give you more blades and
Free Band-Aid.
super glue.
All right, let's see.
$3 a bandage with every purchase.
a free ER trip with every knife.
ER trip, all of it.
You ride for the local.
Okay.
Oh God, I can't watch.
All right.
Don't touch the sides.
Don't touch the tip.
Just a game of operation.
Yep. Sweet Jesus.
That's it.
I'm still not paying like $1 billion for that, but sweet Jesus.
Can I see that again?
If you look at the YouTube replay, you'll see it again, but it was just pretty much and done.
I got a piece of. I can demo it with this piece of. Let me take out a piece of. If somebody mixed it, I can.
I was
here
like,
you
go get that model you were working on last week. Try it on that really quick. I mean,
Yeah, let's see how it works on the Xeon.
All right.
Got that sucker, man.
Lee Zhu, I made a mistake. I meant it's $299.90. Well, yeah, $29.99 with $299.99 shipping and handling.
All right.
Wait for it.
Watch it.
Oh God, the carnage!
Like butter. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Now it's stuck.
Now he has to do it
It's
again.
melted to it because it moves so fast.
Yeah.
It's the flash of knives. You can possibly cauterize somebody's wound after you stab them with it. Sweet Jesus.
So I'm barely putting any pressure on this thing.
Barely. Barely.
There you go.
Jesus. And the blade isn't hot because I just saw you touch it.
No, it's not hot at all.
It vibrates.
It just vibrates.
That's what she said.
Yep. You know, somewhere in the world, somebody put a cucumber on the end of that one.
Oh my God, Terry.
Yeah, I'm awful. I'm an awful person. It happens. Matt, that foot is weird.
This foot is weird.
Yeah, what the? It's like an elf boot.
Kshatriya.
I love the Kasatria foot.
Oh God.
It's
What is
actually
it?
a little nicer. They added a bunch of details, so there's a bunch of little bead. I'll drill these out and I'll add metal beads, but like this has been added. This little piece down here, that little bead details added.
I thought that kid just flew around in space. Why would it need legs? Like,
I don't know.
yeah.
Robots are
I didn't really watch the show.
I never.
I was waiting
never
for it to be done.
Why are there mobile suits and stuff like that? It's just cool. That's all that matters.
I love Matt's answer. I don't know.
It
just is.
Like, I don't give a shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm spoiled by the Neil Zuul or whatever it was in Stardust Memories that had no legs. Like, yeah, it's a space.
Oh, yeah,
unit. Why
Neo
would it need
Zuul.
legs? Yeah, no legs. Who needs it? Boosters for days, or the Xiong. It didn't have any legs until it got perfect, where it was all legs for days.
The Deep Striker also doesn't have any legs. It's just a big, huge, bulky,
Got
ridiculous looking.
Tall tubes.
Yeah. Tubes and boosters.
Tubes and boosters. I love it.
Scoops and boosters.
I would be remiss to mention if I didn't say the hummingbird also does not have legs.
Oh yeah.
It's got really fast wings.
You're damn right it does.
You know what, Tim? I don't even know what this kit is. Do you have a picture of this kit, what it's supposed to look like? So I have an idea what you're talking about every time you bring up this Voltron leg. I mean, yeah,
Isn't that
Voltron
what
leg
it's
kit.
supposed to look like?
A hummingbird?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I have no
Look it
idea what
up.
it looks like.
Look it up.
Google so far.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Oh,
I'm sitting in front of a damn desk here trying to work on this thing, and what are you doing? You're showing off your army of hot mock or whatever it is.
hot mock would be awesome if I made
Fuckers
all
are.
5 of them into prostitutes. Would you like the kit?
Yeah.
Get
There'd have to be
some,
male prostitutes for him to enjoy that, though.
we'll borrow some of that little fishnets that Clem had for his resin models and put it on their fat legs. What the hell? That thing looks like kind of looks like the Deep Striker.
It's, well, in the lore, it's supposed to be the escort for the Deep Striker. Essentially, according to the Gundam Wiki, the proposal was having like 2 or 3 hummingbirds escort the Deep Striker to wherever it's supposed to fire at BFG, and that was essentially what it was. But the whole thing got scrapped, so they never made the hummingbird and they never made the Deep Striker. So
I think that was just in that manga story, right? There was like no art of it. It's just in a book. Or no, I'm thinking Sentinel. I'm thinking Gundam Sentinel. There's like heavy weapons version of a Double Zeta. I'm like, isn't it already a heavy weapons Gundam? I feel bad if one day they make a Double Zeta 2.0. It's gonna be massive again.
Terry, who's presenting?
It was Tim till he disappeared. now I'm focusing on Mike again because I see these weird leg things in his picture now.
Yeah, legs are almost done. I got a few more pieces to put on here.
Are those ballerina legs? Is there bulk to those legs?
Yeah, they got some pretty good calf muscle on these fuckers right here.
You know my opinion about ballerina Gundams. How do they hold their own weight?
This guy didn't skip leg day. No, he didn't. Basically, what I'm looking at now, there's some guns that go on the hips. So that's what I'm cutting out. Enough for that.
George, are you doing inside detail work or you're just filling it?
Echo. What'd you say?
Are you filling the inside of the leg?
What I'm doing is replacing these thrusters that are molded into the back half of the leg.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
So I'm thinking probably these ones, just the little round ones.
Ah,
Honestly, they don't look that much better. That much better.
it's Clem again.
I muted myself, damn it. Or I thought I did.
And I just muted Mike because the aliens are trying to communicate with us through him. I'll unmute him when I say get back. Alright, a question we have is, for silver metallic paints, is it a must to spray on gloss black? Will matte black be fine? Then spray gloss coat after.
No. It must be a gloss black.
Yep.
Absolutely has to be gloss black. If you want that shininess. If you're not looking for that shininess, then go for you don't even need to spray on the gloss black. The gloss black really brings out that shininess to it.
and the smoothness.
Yes. Correct, sir.
I was like, I'm trying to unmute Mike, and I cannot.
Good.
I'm gonna have to mute you, Clem. You have the echo.
All right, I'm back. Get a refill.
You had a space alien trying to talk to us earlier when you walked away.
Sorry about that. Thought I unmuted you, but I was leaving. Came back, I saw. So I didn't even.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
The alien's back.
Christ, it's like Contact. Where's Jodie Foster?
I had to change it to Angel's scream. He's painting and wiring that kid. Ow. Warble, warble.
yeah, what's up with that? We'll say though,
Oh my god.
bunch of screws that won't fit together. They also have these locking pins. Like you have to insert these and then turn it 180 degrees so it's locked in place and they can't move apart. Something I've never seen. Why they don't do it. It's just 2002.
I'm gonna test something. Da 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 da. Yep, Clem, it was you again.
Thanks, Clem.
But you were having the space alien again, Mike. I don't. That's not coming from anything except your mic sometimes. Where, what are those people from Rigel 7 or whatever it is? They're trying to contact you through your.
It starts chirping?
Yeah. Alpha Centauri. I forgot.
Alpha Centauri.
Trying to remember nerd alien crap I used to remember.
Omicron Persei 8 from Futurama.
No, I was thinking about that. Damn it, Clem.
Echo.
Men are from Omicron Persei 9. Women are from Omicron Persei 7.
Oh, now I remembered what I was thinking. Zeta Reticuli or something like that. It's the apparent place where the grays come from. I read too much Wikipedia, I'm sorry. Sometimes Tim's desk looks like an empty graveyard of like shattered dreams with those pieces everywhere in the tools, and most of the time you don't see Tim in the picture.
He's off on the side banging his head against the wall. Like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
Yeah, why did I want to go over Maudie on this thing?
Hey man, that's what a real work desk looks like right there.
Right. A clean desk is not an effective desk.
I can find every damn thing on this desk too.
Controlled chaos.
Damn right.
I was like, can you find a 3.5-inch plastic card square next to a 90-degree triangle? Yeah, probably. Question in the chat, what's everyone's favorite putty?
Depends what
My
you're doing.
Oh, let me get Clem on the screen because he's silent, because he's in timeout. Light curing putty is amazing.
I love that stuff.
Where do you get that?
You have to like import it.
The interweb.
I don't even think it's allowed in. Well, I don't think it's allowed in to buy in California anymore.
And let me tell you what. When I found this stuff like 7 years ago, I bought 3 tubes of it. So I thought I'd never be able to get it again. I'm still on the first tube.
I bought 2 tubes of it.
I like that a lot for quick things. I like the. I've been using the.
Angel, stop showing off your light curing putty, or I'll steal it from you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna steal it.
I've been using the Bondo. That red stuff, the spot putty.
Get out of here with that stuff.
It works awesome, man. You know what's awesome about it? If you need a quick fix, you put it where you need it. Put a little water in it, and just swipe over it, and you can paint right over it. You don't need to sand it. Great for fixing pinholes and resin.
Hey, look, everyone! It's a light curing putty club. So there's your answer, Eden. Most people seem to love their light curing putty.
Yep, that's my favorite.
I also suggest it as well. I don't own any, but it's good.
I like this one, the tried and true Tamiya regular basic type.
Dan's playing Counter-Strike. Get off that, Dan.
There you go, Tamiya White.
I thought Dan was supposed to be
I've
trying
never
to...
used that Tamiya White. How long does it take to dry?
Tim,
Very
put
quick.
it back on the screen really quick.
Oh yeah, right there. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Where is it?
There you go. You're good.
Yeah, it depends on how much you got to apply. I mean, if you're just, filling a
Like just
small...
pinholes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a few minutes maybe.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression it took like hours to dry for some reason.
Oh, hell no. It's like lacquer based, so it cures
Dries
pretty
out
damn
pretty
quick.
I like this stuff right here.
You gotta wait, Mike.
That's okay. The dissolve putty.
Yeah, that's good stuff too.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's good for seam lines, man.
Yeah, it's not good for filling holes, but for
It's
certainly,
perfect.
it dries so smooth and flat, you rarely have to sand it much at all.
Exactly.
I'll be stealing that from you soon, Mike. Probably gonna be though the I won't have many scenes.
Just steal it from everybody else.
I'm about to use putty right now. Turn to my camera, so I'll show you what I'm gonna do.
The epoxy putty from Tamiya is really good too. The cheap
Yeah.
part if you're if
second.
you need a really long working time.
So I just cut this piece in half. Oh, there it is.
It's backwards.
It's backwards for you.
That was backwards for me.
It's only backwards for you.
Okay.
I
I use
told
this
her
one.
You can flip that with the toolbox, right?
I like to use milliput sometimes.
Green.
Milliput. Yeah, Milliput's good stuff too.
Milliput, it is rock hard. It doesn't shrink much or at all.
That's what she said.
We're talking about putty, right?
Yeah.
So this part, I just cut the part that I just cut with the knife. It's hollow inside. I want to fill it, so you can see the hole.
That's also what she
Two
said.
directions right now.
So I'm gonna use, this is just a 2-part putty. You mix equal amounts. You knead it. It's doughy, and you just place it on and wait. I think 24 hours for it to fully cure, like rock hard cure. But I think in about 6 or 8 hours it's already hard.
Yeah, you have about like a 30 to 45 minute work time with that stuff.
Yeah, it takes quite a
And then
while.
it gets to the point where you can carve it. And then like you said, it gets sandable within 24 hours.
Yeah.
I think
That's great because it has different stages. It's got your working stage, and then it's got the stage where you can carve it if you need to if you're scratch building, you make shapes, and then the sanding stage.
Which reminds
I also use green stuff. If you've ever heard of that, it's a blue and yellow. It's mostly used for miniatures, though. It's a pretty strong putty, sculpting putty type thing, and it also has a decent hold. But I probably wouldn't use it on Gundams. You'd end up using way too much of it.
Is it expensive?
It's about $20 for maybe about a 8-inch tube.
That seems kind of expensive.
Yeah.
like you said, it's for miniatures.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive for miniatures.
Put the word miniature on, they charge you 3 times as much.
Light curing putty can be kind of pricey too, depending on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember what I paid for mine. It was probably $15 or so a tube, I would guess.
Yeah, that's what I pay for mine, I think.
I get it online for sure, but it's it can be pricey, but it's worth its weight for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
I stole one of my wife's. She does her nails. She uses a UV light to
Yeah.
dry her nails, and I stole it from her. She's like, "Where the hell did that? Have you seen my light?" Like, I have no clue where it is. So she had to buy another one, and I stole it from her for my light curing putty.
Hey Matt, funny that you mentioned that because I stole your idea of stealing the wife's
nail light.
nail thing. So
That's funny.
yeah, this is the one that I use. You see it's a little nail thing. They put,
It's
So
perfect,
basically,
man. I can never get the stuff to dry under incandescent light. It never, for whatever reason, my lights suck or whatever.
Fluorescent light.
But,
yeah, this one in 20 seconds is like
You gotta use fluorescent light. You gotta have ultraviolet.
ultraviolet.
That's why you gotta have fluorescent light.
Maybe that's my problem.
Yes, I mean sunlight's the best, obviously, because you got UV.
Yeah, the UV.
But if you gotta, in a pinch, use fluorescent lights. Works great.
I'm pretty sure my dentist uses the same shit. 'Cause I was getting my fillings a few years ago. It smelled just like the Tamiya light curing putty.
He's literally like cutting down on cost by using Tamiya light curing putty in your mouth.
Charging my insurance like $200.
That tastes like crap.
Hey man, I could have brought some of that stuff for you for 10.
That's like those pro hobby clippers, like $50. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy the $5 one. Thanks. It's gonna work just the same.
I don't know. I mean, I've bought a lot of nippers on the cheap, and I've never found cheap nippers that were decent. And I tried.
Yeah,
when,
but
when I
more,
first
more
got
than
the
$15. I mean,
I don't know,
you
the
go that high.
Tamiya point are the best I've ever
Importing Asians?
Snap
Tamiya
on.
ones were worth $30, no, easily.
hey Matt, you remember a couple of weeks ago, Dave
Again,
Shadow,
Mike.
he published a video on the Volks nippers. You remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, I bought a pair because I saw his video and I talked to Dave and he recommended a pair because I was looking for a second pair of nippers. Because my old Tamiyas are already kind of worn out and I just wanted a new pair. And he said, yeah, those are very good. They're very close to like the God hand, whatever that they keep raving about online.
Yeah.
So I bought a pair directly from Volks. Dude, they were utter crap, man. They were terrible.
Really?
The cuts were not clean. They were awful. And I basically had to contact Volks and send them pictures of the cuts. And they said, yeah, you know what? That cutter's not good.
Huh.
So I had to send it back, and I basically asked for my money back because they were crap. They almost didn't refund me either because they got a policy saying you need to test that's their policy that you need to return them within 2 weeks of purchasing them.
Yeah, which
And
you
I
get
bought-
2 weeks.
Yeah, no, and I bought those nippers like 2 months ago, and I just put them in my drawer while I was working on my resin kit. So when I started snapping this thing that last weekend, that's when I noticed, wait, these things don't cut as well as my 5-year-old Tamiya, that are already kind of dull already, but they still work. But oh man, those nippers, I don't know if I got a defective pair or something, but so whenever you guys buy nippers, just test them right away and make sure they work okay.
I bought these from Snap-on, okay, because that's what I do for a living, okay. And these are a true flush cut. If you look at the back, they cut completely flush.
What brand is that, Mike?
This is a Snap-on. It's a Snap-on. It's actually from Snap-on Tools.
Really?
Yeah. I have two. Now this is also a true flush cut as well. This is a little bit larger blade, but you can look at the back of it and see how smooth it is.
Yep.
Because when you cut these, they close and they cut flush. see if I can get the angle here. Right there. They cut very, very well, but they're not cheap. You know, you're looking at like $60.
Yeah. Yep.
But again, these will actually cut photo etch as well. So that's one of the reasons I got them, is because not only are they flush cut, but they'll also cut photo etch parts off.
And probably also skin.
Yeah. But you know, if anybody's ever tried to use a cheap pair of nippers on photo etch and watch the big holes appear in the blade,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
this is why I got these.
I ruined a pair of snips using them on, what is it, metal pieces, so...
Photo etch, exactly. So, you know, yeah, I paid for it, but they're certainly worth their weight as well. And they're warranted. So if I ever get buggered up, I just take them back to the dealer and they give me another pair.
Yeah, they have lifetime warranty on their stuff, which is really good.
That they do.
I used to buy Snap-on tools all the time when I was painting cars.
They probably, they're probably just intimidated by Mike. This tall guy comes in, your
you're-
nippers don't work well.
Painter, Matt? I didn't know that.
I painted cars in another lifetime. I used to restore cars for a living. I restored.
I never knew that's why you painted so damn good.
Oh. Yeah. Out of high school, I went to school with a kid whose dad owns a Thunderbird restoration shop in Dallas. They restore 55, 56, and 57 Thunderbirds. At the time, I was taking paint body class, and he came up to me like, "Hey, we're looking for some extra help after school. You want a job?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I started working there, and then out of high school, I worked there full time for 2 years before I went to college, and yeah, I did that for quite a while.
I know these are expensive, but if anybody wants the model number off of these, if they are interested in buying them, I can give you the model number off both of these, and you can order them. You probably have to find a Snap-on dealer. I don't think they have online.
Those Gundam guys is not sponsored by Snap-on dealers. This is Mike's own opinion.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, for me,
Disclaimer at the bottom of the screen.
I go a little crazy sometimes when it comes to tools, but that's what I do, and I know what. Sometimes
You get a good tool, you don't have to buy another one for a long
you
time.
get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. That's why. So.
You work for Snap-on?
No, I fix cars for a living.
Oh, gotcha.
Matt, be truthful. You still have a friggin' what is it? Those car airbrushes. That's how you do your kits so nice. You just go.
No, I sold all my nice spray guns years ago, when I stopped painting. I thought about getting another one when I had the 135 XS. I seriously thought about going to buy a nice.
Holy crap! That must have been
HLB.
huge.
But
A 135 XS. That must have been massive.
yeah, I have actually owned two at one point. I had the old version. I got it really cheap from a guy who was getting out of the hobby, and cheap meaning like $800.
Yep.
But that's cheap. I mean, they were selling for like $2,000 new.
Yep.
So I got that, and then they announced the 2.0. So I put that on pre-order through Hobby Fan. And during that time, Matt Tomchek was painting a few kits for me, my other 135 kits, because I hadn't painted anything yet. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I gave him my first one as payment to paint my 135 GP03. And then I got the 2.0. I got the 2.0 right before they jacked the price up $1,000. And then I had to sell it a few years ago when I was in a money crunch. So I don't have either of them anymore, unfortunately.
Didn't Star Shadow eventually own that kit? That kit that used to be yours?
David, the one that he's unboxing, that's
Yep.
my kit, or was my kit.
Whatever happened to that kit, man? That was like big hype back then.
It's kind of a strange story. So Dave, it was partial trade, partial payment. So I got the 160th Suzabi as a trade, and then the rest was money.
Yep.
So apparently, I can't remember who it was. Someone commissioned Dave and Big Z and like two other guys to build that kit for him.
Yeah, Dave was supposed to snap it together.
Yeah, Dave was supposed to prep. Big D and some other guys were supposed to paint it, and it all fell apart. It was like 4 guys working on this kit.
Yep.
Yeah, let me tell you, that doesn't work.
Similar to that red frame PG that some guys in California was supposed to build.
Exactly.
Yeah, See, the problem with that
Very
is
similar to that, but on a much
too many cooks. Way too many cooks.
So the guy who commissioned them to build it.
Or those Gundam guys show was pretty good, actually.
No, it never finished.
The blue
I
one?
tried to buy back from him.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that something happened where the commission was canceled, so I tried to buy it back from them. And anyway, they sold it to, I forgot who they sold it to. They sold it, so it's gone.
Talking about this red frame?
Yeah, do you have like a leg or something for it?
No, he has the torso and the head.
He has the torso.
Oh, I have the torso. I have a whole box of parts.
The problem is we're missing a crucial part, so it's SOL.
Well, we do know the people at Bluefin. I'm sure we could easily get a part if we asked. But
that kit's really old. They won't have it. Look. A lot of kits the new ones are gone instantly, and the older ones they might not have it. So.
What are you guys missing?
The waist?
I think it was the waist or like one of the legs. It's something major like you.
We're missing all the hips.
Whatever happened to the dude that was it like some guy like he moved out or something or?
He went AWOL.
Really? Just out of just no phone number.
The earth, pretty much.
No phone number. No. See you guys later. No. I'll send you the pieces in a box. Nothing, right?
It was. It's been so long, I can't remember, to be honest.
That sucks.
It was pretty much just, hey, he stopped showing up to build gatherings, and I can't reach him on his phone, kind of thing. I believe it's been 4 years now.
No, he actually showed up to one build gathering, and we asked about it, and said, I don't know, I lost it.
Yeah, the
really?
whole thing.
Oh shit. That's it, huh?
It's done. Yeah, with that, it's done.
Man.
Who paid for the kit?
Like 10 people.
Everyone.
That you guys, I remember. I think you guys pre-ordered like when that kit was announced or something. You guys bought it like day one and then decided to build it between everybody.
It cost us $11 a person.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not too bad. I mean, not out of ton of money.
It's not that bad of a write-off.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Let me know if they have it back. Whoops. Thanks, Mike.
Was it me?
Hey, Dan, you made it. You stopped playing Counter-Strike.
I was waiting for my camera to get here.
What?
Well, that's right. It was delivered today. Did they just give it to you?
Yeah, I just got it like 10 minutes ago. So,
that's funny.
Good old Amazon, next day shipping.
That's like same day shipping. So, yeah.
Technically, it's the next day.
Yeah, well, I ordered it like at 11 o'clock last night or something, so I'll get a pass on that. Less than 24 hours. Okay, well, I guess we should get some modeling stuff since it's actually worked and you can all see me.
Yeah, that might be helpful.
Yeah, you want to stay in the room, pal.
Oh, wow, sorry. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
See, I'll finish that Gundam kit, or the High Mach kit, because Dan said he'd give me $5 if I finish. I'm like, I'll take that $5.
Yeah, could have passed that up.
The problem is, I don't even care if I spoil my kit. The problem is, I don't know how I'm going to make the color black work like a candy. Like, just gloss the piss out of gloss black, I guess. Everything else, well, shit. I'm just gonna run. I'm trying to think.
Do black with a pearl gloss. I'll give it a candy look.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
They do make a smoke tint. So what you can do is paint it with a dark shiny metallic, and then spray on the smoke, and that might be dark enough that it's black and it's very, very metallic.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just guessing myself. Like, I know candying red is easy, candying blue is easy, but yellow and pink, like, I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Got a nice view of Dan's recliner.
There, you like that better?
Yeah, I can see.
It's your crotch.
The problem with tall people, a lot of people end up staring at their crotch.
Hey.
Everything's just a crotch.
All about what you're into.
One of the challenges I'm thinking is all the Hymocks have that backpack on the back of them, and it kind of looks shitty. So I'm probably gonna have to fill that in with putty or something and sand the hell out of all 5 of them because it doesn't really fit with the build. So I might just take it right out.
Power Rangers don't use backpacks? No,
As far as I recall, there's nothing on their back. No, just more patternation.
Just other Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Are you doing?
What was that? We got a Chihuahua?
No, it's Mike's channeling people from Zeta Reticuli or whatever it is. So aliens have been trying to contact us.
Oh.
It's not me.
No, your mic is the one making the alien noises. I didn't say the echo. The echo is Clint.
The alien one.
Here's Ed's paint.
Wait.
Passed out to pick up and came before.
Yay! Everybody dance on. Woo!
Oh.
Alright.
I already yelled at you once in this video, so if you review it, you'll see me yell at you. What the hell? Dan's playing Counter-Strike. Come on, Dan.
Waiting for my camera.
I know. It's fine. I still gotta bust balls.
Wow, this.
Oh, come on.
Did you buy the camera I suggested, or what are you using?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that one's amazing.
Logitech because they had better ratings, but I thought, no, I'm gonna listen to my friend Terry.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's like so HD that I didn't even want it on me because I'm like, I don't even want to look at me.
Oh, shoot, do that.
920?
Huh?
This Logitech C920?
I forgot.
The one
I think it's the live cam.
Amazon. And that was like 65 on Amazon. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's one I have.
No, it's like 50 on Amazon. Well, unless you bought a higher
C920 is
model.
what I just bought.
I don't know.
I got it in my shopping cart. I'll end up getting it in a week or so, probably.
I'll give it big marks for being easy because I got it like 5 minutes ago. I plugged it in, it self-installed on software, and poof, here I am. So.
I'd like to take a moment to say those Gundam guys is not sponsored by Logitech in any way or Amazon.
And your picture's pretty clear too. Very clear. You got a good image, Dan.
We're also not sponsored by Tamiya, nor are we sponsored by Mr. Hobby.
Well, we've been pushing a lot of Tamiya's stuff, like because people are asking us what we like. So I think Tamiya's come up a lot. Tamiya probably owes us some residuals.
I don't even know where I am on these models. I think they'll need to be primed. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, not on cam.
Not in, this is my hobby room. If you guys haven't seen the pictures like on Facebook, notice my workbench is completely gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's what my workbench used to be. So, living in a staged house, tons of fun.
Sell your house yet?
No, we got an offer, but it was too lowball.
Yeah.
And they wanted to cover the closing costs. I was like, no.
No.
We're nice, but we're not a charity.
I'll give you $350 for it. Yeah, I believe Catterley's right. The HD live cam. Yeah, it's like 50 or 60 bucks. It's off from 95 bucks. It's great. I have it on a little octopus tripod type thing. It's just my workstation isn't anywhere near my computer, so I can't mess around with both. So I don't.
Now, let me ask you something, Terry. Is that mountable? I mean, can you stand on it without that tripod that you have?
Yeah, it has a screw-in base, so it can go into any tripod really.
No, I know that, but without that, saying if you were just to try to set it, do you have to have something to mount it on?
No, I think you could just set, or actually it has a click. You can clip it onto something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at it, I'm probably, like I said, I'll probably end up getting it in the next week or so.
Yeah, it has, part of it is a clip, so you can make it clip onto something and hold its place rather than the tripod itself. But the tripod I got is like $6. At that point, you're like, just get the damn $6 tripod, you know?
Right. Yeah, I was looking at.
Those little mini tripods are really handy.
It's not very big though. That's the only thing. It's a tripod, yes, but it's kind of small. I was.
Yeah, it's not huge. It's got 3 legs. It could.
Mine's got something. I have to look straight down from.
It's not very big, but it's got 3 legs.
My tripod has 4 legs.
What? Get out of here, show off.
Wait, it's not a tripod then.
That's the joke. He said my tripod has 3 legs.
He just has a stand.
That's because your tripod's well hung.
Extra hung. Jesus Christ, Mike! Did you make that much progress today, or you had it ready?
No, I had started a couple days ago. Actually, the first day was all just was it cutting all the black off of the resin pieces and getting those kind of. They still need to be sanded and primed, all that crap, and cleaned. But I'm just trying to test fit everything to make sure that it's going to fit. And then I'll take it next apart. But
I thought that was an entire Gundam. I'm like, those are some weird wings. What kind of Gundam is that?
no, this is the XS with a patchwork conversion. This is just basically the lower torso and the leg.
You took the commission?
No. This is the not the commission, but it's along those lines, yeah. Based off the XS, but
Are you going to take the commission?
I don't know. I keep going back and forth. It is a pretty huge project. I was talking to Matt about it earlier.
Man, I don't even know what I would charge. I'd have to see the kit, but it would easily be a couple of $1,000s to put together and paint it.
The thing that's what I was thinking. The thing that's leery about me, I'm thinking about it, is because it's a Chinese kit, and I know what that's going to be like. They're doing the Kasatra.
Small penis? Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Even supplies alone would cost you $200 or $300.
Yep.
I mean.
Yeah, and I think it has LEDs as well. So.
Yep.
All right, so we're about 20 minutes left. So if anyone in the chat has any questions, this is your time. If anyone in the group has anything they want to go over and it's been on their mind with kits, etc., feel free. I know we've already gone over kits we are looking forward to and wish kits and best kits. So let me switch. Oh, you're on, Mike.
That's fine. Yeah, you can look at you can see all the resin pieces there. Obviously, the yellow.
Those feet are ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yep.
They're just a little bit longer. They're really pretty much the same shape. It's just the toe is a little bit longer.
Mike, what conversion kit is that?
It is a G system, Super G actually.
Where are you stumbling into these things, Mike? Are you just typing in random crap in Google and clicking on a Chinese site and hoping?
Well, no, there's an eBay seller called GK Hobby.
Ah.
And they sell a lot of conversion kits, and that's where I got the Sotheby one years ago, and then this one as well. But like I said, this one's been sitting on the shelf with all these parts I bought. I bought the thrusters from HQO Parts, and then I bought this kit, the conversion kit. So
did the box have a sticker that says bird flu free or anything like that? Swine flu free?
It does say 2003 on it, so.
Oh.
That'll tell you how old it is. So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, my wife was asking me why I was doing such a big project again, and I said, well,
Why not?
it's just taking up too much room on my shelf. I need more room, so I decided to get rid of the biggest box I had. other than the Sotheby Verkat, which is pretty big too.
I've been just watching Clem. I have him on the cam right now. Spending a lot of time cleaning out his tubes.
Suck it.
Like curing putty.
Yep.
Drying and like curing putty.
Like curing putty has almost as much uses as duct tape. Almost.
Clem's the MacGyver of like curing putty.
Let's fucking you guys all into it.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, you're the test subject. You gotta let us know if it sucks. We're not gonna test and find out. Well, the model's ruined.
Well, we got the build first, right, Terry?
Right.
That's built. You've seen the 5 kits, except that one's missing an arm and another arm. Those are built. Come on, I used to always get to the priming stage. I'm almost there again.
Famous last one.
But I gotta figure out, do I scribe or do I prime and then scribe? I know I'm gonna rip the prime off anyways to clean it up like 3 more times.
There's $5 on the line.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna do it. $5 is a lot of money. I could almost buy another Hymach with $5.
Build 5, get the 6 free.
There you go. Now you got an extra one in case you screw one up.
Someone in chat's asking Clem, is that a tanker kit? I think Clem made this.
I think it belongs on top of the Nostromo.
I'll show you what it is.
That's a diorama.
Oh, crap. Where goes my...
There goes his boxes.
So, what this is kind of a bunch of plastic tubes thrown together, you know, to kind of create sort of like almost like a factory, like silos that sits on top of this base here. So let me move the camera a little bit better. So what I have here is a little building, garage type thing that's going to sit back here. This is how things kind of sit up. Over here is a bunch of containers. I'm gonna stick these here, and this area right here is gonna be some water. There's gonna be a kit that pops out of it, and here's kind of a cool thing. Hopefully you can see as I slide down. There's this kind of a garage thing I have going on here, and hopefully, if I bring this up, it'll be easily seen. But I have a picture of a couple of GMs down there.
It's catching it kinda. It's you know, because it's grayish. It doesn't really. It's not really showing.
I shifted around a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, there's lights under here that will shine onto that, so it gives the illusion that there is a underground part to this base. And this is kind of what I've been working on for a while and kind of stopped working on here and there. So right now I just started picking this back up, and I primed most of these parts yesterday. So,
Catterley, you're gonna get his life story deal with it.
You know, Chris could suck it.
Why isn't Chris on?
This Chris ordered his camera. It's not gonna arrive till tomorrow.
If that was gonna happen, he should have just, you know, not ordered it and then ordered it between the, 2 weeks that it's gonna be.
Well, you send an email out telling people about this, gathering, and if there's anyone on the call or watching this and are interested in, participating with it as one of our presenters, you're welcome to. We want to open this up to all skill levels and build together. So we have a maximum of, I think, 8 to 10 people. I think 10 people, with the exception of our one moderator. So if you're interested, you can email us at tgglive, at thosegundamguys.org and join in on our builds. We keep inviting people, so hopefully those invites aren't ignored and
Way to make us sound desperate.
join us.
Call me.
And now that actually me.
Uh-huh.
At least we've got the aliens from Contact joining us today.
That's Mike.
Mike always has the alien tube. He doesn't have the echo.
There's nothing going on right now.
Spoken like a true Men in Black. That was a gas pocket reflected off Venus, not an alien.
You know.
And you should rethink your life choices.
Catterley's saying it's supposed to be on Wednesday, not Tuesday, UFs. Well, tough.
What? Somebody said that just now?
Oh, these build night things. Actually, we swapped it to Tuesday nights because I think we get the most attendance on a Tuesday.
Yeah, and there's nothing on TV on Tuesday, so ha.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, it's like sweeps month, right? On Nod Stated. So, in the summer, there'll be no competition on TV.
Oh yeah, we'll be raking in those million viewers.
Hey.
Clem will turn on the ad revenue, and we'll have change fights in the parking lot.
We picked up someone in Iraq last one. Pretty good.
We have a pretty interesting range of attendance for this. A couple people in Hong Kong, some people in Japan, Korea, Iraq. It's pretty cool. South America, Malaysia, Philippines.
All countries where I'm sure Gundam costs a lot. Because I've always heard South America say usually we have to pay double for stuff, so yeah.
I thought you were talking about Hong Kong and the Philippines.
Oh no, Hong Kong don't gotta pay money for nothing, they'll just bootleg it, come on.
I'll just order from Premium Bandai, because I can.
Dan, it's pronounced Bindi, okay?
That was pronounced TT Hungling.
I'll just buy a Chinese brand and enter it in the World Cup. How about that?
There you go.
No one will know the difference.
It only works in Italy.
Except if the judges are Italian, maybe.
It'll work.
All the Italians just went offline.
Fucking Americans.
We're not picking on the Italian builders, we're picking on the Italian judges.
Yeah, the builders were pissed, man. They were.
Even they knew.
Those feels they must have felt.
Even they knew better.
They made the most noise when that thing happened.
Hey, Mike, imagine if it was that week of the tomato throwing or whatever it is, it'd be like, uh-oh.
No.
Alright, Dan, I didn't get to bug you. What are you working on? Most people don't know.
This is the Gundam Age Titus, and I'm just messing around. I got this crazy, ridiculous chainsaw, and I'm gonna mess around with this Toggy shield. I've got some like spikes for his shoulders, so I'm gonna make him this like kind of crazy gladiator Gundam Titus, kind of so beefy. I thought that would be
You gonna name the kit? Are you not entertained?
maybe.
Is that a high grade?
Yeah, it's a little high grade.
Hold it up to the camera really quick, Dan. All right, people, this is what I talk about when I say ballerina waist. Get a little waist.
There we go.
Yeah.
Some of that's the effect of the gray color. Makes it look even smaller. But yeah, it's pretty small. Of course, it's also offset by these ginormous shoulders and huge legs too. That's kind of the reason about the design. It's so like
It's Popeye.
proportion. It's kind of fun.
Question here: has any of you guys tried participating in the GBWC? Yeah, they did.
I'll pack up my post or my
Every year.
yeah.
Well, the question is the question participating in North America or participating in
It just says try. Did any of us try participating in it? Yeah, they did.
I'd say the better question is, have any of you not tried participating in it?
I do not have the confidence for that. I'm sorry.
I've
Even if
yet
I
to-
made a kit.
I feel
not
like I'm
sure.
done with it. I don't know.
We gotta get
Pretty
those.
sure
We gotta
I
get
know
those
she-
Chinese knockoff kits, George. Then we'll make it all the way, man.
This is why we have the Southern California Gundam model built, or Gundam. God damn it! Southern California Gundam.
The thingy contest in the Whoozy place.
The contest in
Hosted
November.
by whoever. I love
Say
that
it again?
contest thing.
What state is it again?
I don't know. San Diego.
Carolina,
That's the state, right?
South Carolina.
That's South Carolina. That's what the SC's for.
Epic Ants had asked, have anybody gotten really far in the World Cup?
Define
You guys
far.
can take that.
Yeah, I mean, a couple guys have gone to Japan.
What's that?
A couple of
The
guys
World
have gone
Cup.
to Japan.
Yeah.
So that's far.
There's a few of us that have gone to the
I only got to
finals.
Hong Kong.
Yep. Dan, Clem, and Angel, I believe you've all made it, right?
Well, we've gone as far as the finals.
Yeah.
North America. We won the
Beyond
North
that,
American.
no, not yet.
It's like the World Cup. You know, the Americans can participate, but no one expects them to win.
Yeah. The underdogs forever.
Keep my fingers crossed.
Mike, if you build that Deep Striker, man, you can win it. You know you can.
No, if Mike's gonna enter anything, it's gonna be that diorama, and that diorama's giving him a good shot.
I hope so. But I can't enter the Deep Striker. It's not a Bandai kit.
It doesn't matter.
Not if you don't tell
We're not in
them.
Italy.
Yeah, just
Hey,
fly to
Not
Italy.
unless they
laying
last
around.
you out.
No,
Enter
but-
as an Italian, that'd be good.
The problem is if he makes it to the finals and they find out, they might make him, commit Harry Carey.
I don't know if you guys, my screen's frozen, but my little preview is moving anyway.
Here, I'll switch to you.
I
Here,
can see
do it
it.
again. I can see your medal. Yeah, see, he made it.
That's from 2010 when I won the US Leg. The only reason I have it laying around is because my daughter always plays with it.
It's a frisbee now.
Sure it is, Dan. Sure it is.
Yeah.
You know you sleep with it.
He puts it around his neck and goes to bed. Or something.
Yeah, whenever I put it on alone, I just put it on. Yeah, that's me.
Look
No,
at me.
he puts it on and then he walks into Robots for Less like they don't know who he is already.
You know who I am?
I mean, it's not like I'm any better. I go in there only wearing the Gundam guys shirts because I'm like, you guys don't pay attention to me anyways. So
It's like that's right. I want my 30%.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me. I'm like, if they can fanboy over Angel, it's like, there's at least Harry here, and just hi.
We have 5 minutes left in the broadcast, boys.
I'm thrilled I got to join in. And I have to sit up till next time.
Yeah.
Happy to have you.
What?
He said we're happy to have you.
Happy to have you.
I don't even know who everyone is right now because I joined so late.
Well, we have Tim, we have...
Green there, dude.
Tim, Jim, George.
George.
Hey, we should. If I could move George and Mike's windows together, we'd have George Michaels here. Careless Whisper being sung.
Thanks.
Never gonna dance again.
This is what you missed the build gatherings. My wife's passing through the room like, what is up with you dorks?
Hey Terry. Terry.
What?
What Tim and I, when we do our GunPla talks, what we usually do is, like in the last 2 minutes, we just go around and just basically say who you are and plug your blog, website, whatever. If you want, we can do that.
Yeah, but only you two have your like banners ready. Everyone else is like, oh, Clem has one, but like they don't know Clem. Come on. We'll work on making fancy overlays later, and then I'll work on putting those on the screen for people.
No, you can verbally say, you know. It's that way Dan knows who's on the call.
That was smooth.
Just a
I see
suggestion.
what you did there, Jim. Go ahead, Jim.
That was smooth.
Smooth.
Just go
Jim,
ahead, Jim.
smooth.
I'll work through people.
You want me to be the first one? I'll be the first one.
Just go, whatever.
Big good. Oh,
Hey Dan.
Hi.
I am Jim. People know me as GunPla Fixation, and I sometimes post on Facebook, facebook.com/GunPlaFixation.
I've never heard of it. What is this, Facebook?
Can you
like
give me the
MySpace?
URL for Facebook?
I have a MySpace.
I got a
Or,
YouTube chat. I got a YouTube channel.
Friendster or
too.
whatever that crap was before MySpace.
you can find us on Facebook or MyFace.
Wait a minute.
And that's it. I have a YouTube channel too. YouTube.com/JimandBoo. And that's it.
But you don't want to go there. You want to go to those Gundam guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
what happens.
the Jim and Boo from back in the forum days?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
recognize
you
that.
should know
Alright,
them
George.
as Funaka.
You're on cam, George. Plug whatever you want to plug.
I don't really plan to plug anything. Maybe next time.
All right, George wins. All right, Dan. You're back on camera, and this is your first one, so you can do like a last-minute introduction kind of thing.
Okay.
Wanaka Town.
Yeah, I'm Dan Solis. My website's funakatown.com, which I sadly have not updated since last year.
I hope he's okay. That Dan guy. I mean, that Funaka guy.
Yeah, dropped off the face of the earth. I've built 2 models, but both are almost complete, and so I never took them out of pictures and never posted them. But I'm selling my house right now, so that's been my life for the last couple of months. So this is like the first building I've done in months, except for the build gathering.
And you build with us? Wow, that's...
Somehow they let me in. Alright, I'll do it here.
All right, I'm switching to Angel, who's probably muted.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
All right, Angel is Angel. He builds all the crazy stuff. You'll see his kits at shows. Yeah, Angel does it. As far as I know, he doesn't have a website, but you know, you'll
Hey, he
see his
does.
stuff. Oh, he does?
MechaOldSchool.com.
Oh, all right.
I don't even know if that's up, so.
Yep. See.
What's up?
I mean, I don't know if I have that domain registered anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Way to go there, genius.
Eh.
All right, Mike, you're up. Right, say anything you want, I guess.
I was going to say, I don't have anything to plug. I don't have my own website or blog. Or...
Mike will plug the Renaissance Fair next year sometime.
Yeah, it's over now, thank you.
Yeah, well,
Done
it's coming again.
for another 9 months.
Do it in the Arnold voice.
Just do it.
All right, Matt, you got anything you want to plug, go over last minute?
And there's a lot of things I want to plug, but nothing I want to talk about.
All right.
And her name is...
All right. All right, Tim, go ahead. You got anything you want to plug? I know you have a little site or something I know about.
Yeah. Fuck it, I don't care.
Tim's got Child of Mecha. He's an East Coaster. He probably needs to sleep.
He doesn't. The East Coast will stay on long before this is done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to concentrate on this damn thing. You want me to plug a fucking site?
Probably does.
Come to childofmecha.com where we have lots of helpful articles, as well as a wide selection of exciting Gundam merchandise shirt things.
And
T-shirts.
everyone is positive,
How
unlike
much did you
Tim.
pay George to do that?
I know. I'm wondering the same damn thing. I'm like, dude, I gotta get on that. I gotta get George hired.
How do you reach through the
Somebody's
webcam?
got to.
His butt. You can talk like that.
I'm just your moderator. You can just go by Terry, whatever. Screen names don't matter. I barely build
Okay,
anything.
Terry,
And then I
whatever.
do. All right, and we'll just go to Clem now. Clem, run your mouth.
And we are done for tonight. So please join us in another 2 weeks, and
We'll still be
happy building,
seeing.
guys.
We could we'll let him know as it gets closer.
See you guys later.
Bye.